should be.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl Euphoria tapping in. As y'all see, I got a mouthful of crackers. But it's your girl Euphoria tapping in. Breathwork goddess, STD awareness coach, licensed cosmetologist, up and coming artist, podcast host, and most important mother. I've been doing music for quite some time. You can listen to my music on all streaming platforms as well as here on YouTube. Everything will be in the description below. Also, if you want to listen to my podcast, there's some episodes here, but you can go ahead and click the podcast link down below as well. So let's get into this read. Don't mind the bed in my robe. It's a Saturday morning, and I'm chilling. I'm doing a live. My son told me not to make the bed because he was still in it, but he didn't want to make the bed as soon as he went upstairs.
Mommy,
Yes, baby.
Jamie's working late because he's a barker. You get it?
No, I don't. Explain.
It's from that song. And I'm working late because I'm a singer. There.
Long story short, as the title says, I don't get it, baby. I'm sorry. You gotta let me hear the song. But another destiny swap attempt. So I had pulled some cards before I started, and of course the Justice card and the Star card came out. So you're finding your new personality, you're finding your new sense of self, your new center, and a lot of people around you are looking at you like, who is this? You're moving into Emperor energy. Taking that time to really like use your gifts wisely, because everybody's gifts are different. Some people are gifted to do certain things that other people can't do. We're all gifted, honestly, but it takes a lot to tap into it because you have to sacrifice in order to tap into your gifts. This is a magician card here, so you may be tapping into more magic. Yeah, baby.
You know where remote is?
I'm not sure where it is. So, without further ado, oh, Queen of Pentacles just popped out. So you may be this Queen of Pentacles, or you could be, well, the card didn't pop out yet, so I'm not going to assume it, right? But you may have stepped into Queen of Pentacles energy once you realized that you could get past this, this trial and tribulation that you've gone through thus far, right? You've gone through a lot, been through a lot, and now you're finally ready to go ahead and do your thing. Do your thing, 21. People are still playing jokes and tricks in your face, though, trying to stop you from being focused on your abundance, trying to distract you from being yourself. Because people are ever evolving every single day. You evolve all the time. Again, the Queen of Pentacles card just dropped. So you must be coming into some money, some abundance, maybe some ancestral abundance, some spiritual abundance. Abundance doesn't always come in the form of money. Sometimes it comes in a form of like, the family's energetic bank. Like, who are they going to be investing their time and energy that they have while they're here? The older people who no longer have to work. Who will they be fueling to get to the finish line? And this 10 of Wands came out. This is a Nightwalker card. So people might have done some spell work on you at night. I know myself personally last night, I just randomly jumped up out of my sleep at 1 o'clock in the morning. And I don't know why. Like, I felt perfectly fine when I woke up. I felt good, actually. I felt like really at ease. And I just had this urge to get up, and I could like hear water trickling in the pipes and things in the house. And I started thinking about stuff. Because y'all remember the movie Monster House? Yeah. We'll get into that a little bit later into the read. But it might be a destiny swap situation. Again, Justice card just popped out. So maybe the justice is that you will be receiving the blessing of now becoming maybe a matriarch in your family. There are some people who may have tried to do some destiny swapping to you in order to extend their lifetime here, but their mission here has come to an end because they've completed their mission. That's the 9 of Swords. They may be fighting to stay, but their mission might have come to an end because now you might be falling into love partnership with someone else. So you no longer will need to rely on these individuals for as much support. You'll now be starting your own family, and it may be a more healed version of family because you might have gone, did your childhood trauma release. You might have done a lot of different things, and I see ancestral wealth coming down for sure for somebody. Ancestors in the clouds are coming down. This is a One of Pentacles or Ace of Pentacles, but what I'm getting from this card is ancestral wealth. So like the ancestors are like standing behind you. They're like, yeah, we know what mission you have here. We want to help you get it done. We're here to support you. And, you know, that can sometimes cause jealousy. That can sometimes cause a lot of betrayal. It can cause a lot of things within a family dynamic, especially when everyone was not given that blessing or the same amount of the blessing. Or maybe even the blessing might have been yours originally, but someone came and put a mask on and forged their name on it, put their name on your blessing, possibly. Started turning the wheel in their favor mechanically. That's a read for somebody. Excuse me, spiritual burp, my bad, guys. Six of Wands also popping out. So you're going to be having a celebration in this new love. I feel like you might be into polyamory. I see two women here celebrating one man on a lion, and they're dressed and draped, very nicely. I see Eight of Swords. So someone definitely tried to Eight of Swords you, but you down here like this guy, like David and Goliath. You used the rock and you defeated this beast that was trying to take your abundance. Also, I'm seeing the Hermit card, Witch Doctor card. So you may be typing into your magic more, and or this person might have used some black magic to stop you, and you're just now finding this out. But again, I'm still getting like ancestor energy, heavy. High Priestess as well for your intuition. You might have, or you might be the High Priestess. You might have intuitively already known this. You might have actually dreamt about this, and now it's finally coming to fruition. And this is going to be justice coming to you soon. I know myself when I woke up at 1 o'clock this morning, I looked amazing. And I fell back asleep because I was feeling a lot of energetic draining personally. And now I'm seeing I got something going on here. But anywho, so let's get back into it. Being a channeler as well as a tarot card reader is fun. That's all I have to say. But you can channel when energy's being like siphoned and where it's coming from and who it's going to, and you see things that everybody isn't ready to see. So with that being said, the star card came out again. You might actually be one of the stars of the family or a chosen star seed. And I want it to be very clear. There can be more than one star seed in a family. There's usually more than one because everyone's gifted in a different way. But of course, some of the people who might have, or they might value their success to be more valuable than yours, they may try to put blockages in front of you for whatever reason instead of just minding their business. It's really hard for some people. They're like, because you're healing, right? Like you've been on this healing journey for years, right? If you're part of my collective, like, and this is like world war, like you've already been globally recognized for your healing. Me personally, I mean, my platform, shout out to 103 subscribers. I was at 100 last week. I've got some more coming in. So every subscription definitely is a plus, plus, plus. I appreciate you all tapping in and subscribing to the feed, the channel, the content, and truly just, you know, keeping me supported so that I do continue to come through and give you these messages. So I do appreciate you guys with all the donations of any kind. So with that said, I've noticed like when I stay here, like especially after I have a big upgrade, I feel good. And then I go to sleep and then something wakes me up in the middle of the night. And like when I was waking up in the middle of the night, I'm like ancestors. And I felt like I had a queen of swords. Like I personally have multiple grandmothers that have passed away, 4 grandmothers that have passed away thus far. And each grandmother represents a queen in the deck for me. So I know which ancestors coming through by just venerating them and knowing like who's what. And then the gifts have upgraded. You might even be able to see your ancestors at this point. See them in their power and their strength. Not see them how they look when they passed away, but see them like as their younger selves, but in their full-on power, like at their prime. You might be at that level now. So that's always a blessing to see something like that. See which ancestors are really standing behind you and supporting you. Additional to that.
What's this?
That is what? Just to insert to a top.
Why was it underneath the monkey?
I don't know. So yeah, there might be a destiny. I don't know, baby. You go put it in the clean clothes bin though. Why are you kicking it? So yeah, there's an ancestor swap, or rather a destiny swap attempt continuously going on. The ancestors have already sealed and approved your destiny, and they let you know that they're supporting you. So there might be people attempting to come after that blessing, that abundance, because they in fact feel like they deserve it. Or they might have had a portion of that. And here's the Tower card that just came out. So it's a tower coming down for them. Excuse me 1 second, guys. So there's a Tower card coming out, and people might be like a little triggered by it. You know, they assume that you having a gift and just doing your thing like might be oppressive to them. I mean, me personally, I've been spiritually gifted for years, like my whole life, since forever. So for me, I've noticed now after having my healing journey and having the ability to really like pay attention to what's going on around me, knowing that someone's attempting to throw me off, or someone's not really happy with me being spiritually gifted naturally. And I feel like, again, a lot of people are naturally spiritually gifted, but we do get donations from our ancestors. And sometimes ancestors want the gifts to go to specific people because they know who that person is supposed to be in their full entirety. But people who have access to the gifts before them will sometimes take the gifts. I'm not even going to lie to you. I've seen it where my son's father has given my son a gift, and I'm like, oh, let me try that out. Oh, that is really nice. But I always make sure that my son can still use the gift too. Right? I don't just take it from him and then not allow him to be able to use the gift that his father gave him, because that's something that his father passed down to him. That's his stuff. That's his spiritual abundance. That's his spiritual protection. It's not for me to take from him. It's for me to give to him so that he can move how he needs to move in life, so that one day he can take care of me. You know? But a lot of people aren't able to recognize that. And that's where the healing comes in at, realizing that it's not about ego battle. It's about knowing who's supposed to get what so that they can fulfill their destiny, and knowing that when they fulfill their destiny, they can actually bless you and take care of you in your moments of need, so that you won't be stuck in situations that aren't favorable to you. But it takes a lot of healing and processing to realize that, right? So let's move on. All right, I split the deck at the Knight of Wands. So there's a man that brought fire to the village. So again, you might have a male ancestor who's bringing that spark back to your life because he realized that you were not gifted the gift that he wanted to give you. Even myself, I realized that I was given a gift from my great grandmother that my father won't pass down to me. Some spiritual abundance and even physical abundance. Keeping that money over there so that I don't have access to it, when literally in the will, my grandmother actually wrote something out to me. But having spiritual gifts and knowing things like this and looking at a person, again, the High Priestess card just came out. The dreams never lie. And looking at people in their faces, knowing that I was supposed to receive A, B, and C, X, Y, Z, and I had to fight this long. I had to fight you guys to get it, even go through possible spiritual attacks, even sacrificial things. Like, I remember my 21st birthday. I can't lie to you guys. I was supposed to go out with my son's dad and all the friends, and I was turning 21, but my son's father wasn't 21 yet. And my father was like, you can't come to him. But he had me at the table with him. He's introduced me to all these men in the club, just And I'm not spiritually aware back then, so I don't really know what's going on. I'm just like, yeah, I want what you. He said, you want a drink? I said, yeah. I tasted his drink. I said, I want what you got. I see him dap up the bartender, and I take that cup upstairs, and I took one picture with my friends, and that's literally like one of the last things I remember. I remember going to the bathroom, and I remember something like maybe possibly like a cake came out at one point, but they said so much stuff happened. I have absolutely no memory of it. My memory was literally wiped that day. And I don't know what they were trying to do, like if it was an intentional thing, because I woke up in a hospital and I asked the person when I woke up, I said, how did I get here? They said, you were in a hotel with friends. I was in a hotel with friends? Hold on, wait a minute. Call friends, because I don't got my phone. I'm like, so my son's there. Where are you at? I've been looking for you at all your grandmother's house. Your father told me he dropped you to your grandmother's house. I'm like, I'm at the hospital. He said, you at the hospital? Like, people have been coming against chosen people for a long time. That was a plotted thing. And now that I look back on it with my spiritual eyes, it's like, that's crazy. Because he didn't want to give me my portion of my spiritual abundance. He didn't want me to find out the secret that my great grandmother actually passed me down some stuff for me to actually have wealth. I wasn't supposed to be a hardworking woman my whole entire life. And a lot of chosen seeds, you guys have gone through this too. You weren't supposed to work hard. We had ancestors who did the hard work so that we don't have to work. We had ancestors who did what they were supposed to do so that we could be free. But people who had access to your abundance before you took it for themselves and then try to work you like a slave and make you feel bad about it. So I know it's a lot of chosen star seeds that have gone through that. I know I'm not the only one. Long story short, they never did solve the case. They did find out that there was DNA inside of me, of course, but they didn't find out whose it was. My father didn't want to come in for testing for some odd reason. I'm also writing a book about. Well, first off, I did also write one book, Healing Yourself from Herpes, a journey of mental and spiritual renewal, so that you can go through things like this and still come out like this. Like all the stuff that should have stopped me from being me, stopped me from being successful, stopped me from being who I wanted to be in life. Those are the things that actually motivate me to be exactly who I need to be, you know? And now we're at a point where it's like people are trying to attack people spiritually, like, oh, this one got to go. And I feel like this one should go. Queen of Swords coming out. My ancestor, who's a Queen of Swords, I asked that my angels and ancestors come around me and my son at this time. I asked that my Queen of Swords grandmother come around and protect my son at this moment, because I do feel a lot of heaviness on his shoulders at this time. Come through and protect him. Ashe. Yeah, the Queen of Swords energy might have been the one that want to block you, but again, it's just a lot of people wanting to come through and stop you from your forward motion. Just you know where you're going, you know where you want to go, and people are like, no, I got to be attached to it. No. Let me get there, and then after seeing how y'all treated me, see who deserves to sit next to me after I get my abundance. Because I don't want anyone to say, oh, well, I'm the reason that you got it. If it wasn't for me, then you wouldn't have. Because a lot of the times people do stuff like that and they rub it in your face, and it's like, I have no problem with giving gratitude. I'm grateful for the fact that my mother allowed me to stay with her through this time where I'm transitioning into my higher self. However, I'm not going to allow someone while I'm here to make me feel like I'm not adequate or I'm not successful at all the things that I have accomplished in my life up until this point of being 30. Yeah, I'm 30. I know I look like a kid, don't I? Hey, I look like a baby. But yeah, I'm not going to allow someone to come against me and try to make me feel inferior to them. That's not how this works. When it's time to pass the crown, it's time to pass the crown, you know? And a lot of people aren't willing to do that because they feel like, why do I have to pass it over? Why do I have to fall from grace? Or why do I have to? And it's like, you're being watched for how your heart is postured. And if you say to people, I do this, I do this, I do this for you, but not saying it because it's like you don't, when you do stuff for people, like people who are really rich, right? They don't run around the world telling everybody that they're rich. People who are really nice people don't run around the world and tell everybody that they're nice. People who really want to do favors for you don't rub it in your face when they do favors for you. You get what I'm saying? So it's like people just need to learn to just let go and let God. I can sense when someone's trying to manipulate what's going on with actual like wheel spinning, dark arts, dark martial arts, spiritual attack, third eye, evil eye energy, all of this. It's like take the moment to break yourselves down as well so that you can hear the message, absorb it, and then rebuild yourself from that point of consciousness because you hear what I'm saying is the truth. You know, I was given my energy from one of my grandmothers as well. Truth. It may hurt, but it's the truth. We got the ancestors coming around here. They're seeing that you're finally moving into your power. You might be getting officially blessed with your crown. You see the princess back there. He's reading her new responsibilities as the new princess or queen. It looks like a queen more than a princess. Then I got the king of pentacles right here. So this man is the man of, well, if you're a queen of pentacles, maybe your king of pentacles is coming soon. Or maybe the king of pentacles is the one who read you your rights and is the one who's actually crowning you the matriarch of the family, or maybe crowning you to be the next in line to be the matriarch. So when the matriarch who's now matriarch now should fall, you'll be the one in line. It's not going to be said person. You are now being put into that place because that's what your position was supposed to be anyway. We don't understand how that was misconstrued. It has to be based on heart posture. It's not based on how pretty you look. It's not based on how vicious in these streets you are. It's based on your heart posture. As a matriarch, it should be your job to always want to take everyone in the house. My grandmother, who was a queen of swords, she never had her door locked, ever. You could always come to her house, always spend the night. It was never confusion or conversation about who could and couldn't come. It was never a confusion about who could and who couldn't come. It was never confusion about who was and who wasn't allowed to be in the house. She had her door open to every single person, no matter what. And she still lived to be 96 years old. Allowing people to be in your space and be there and use your resources won't actually hurt you. It's the when you put out bad energy towards people who you're supposed to be helping genuinely, that's when you find the karmic relationship. That's when you find the fight. That's when you find the issue. When you make people uncomfortable when you give them spaces and stuff. So, we're grateful. I'm grateful, but I have to acknowledge that it definitely didn't feel like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so happy that you're finally gonna come over here. Yes, we can't wait to see you get to the next level. I'm helping you heal. I wanna shower you with love while you go through this healing journey right now and really build you back up and put you back together. I'm so excited about this. I can't wait. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so fun when I see you finally do A, B, and C, X, Y, Z. Oh, you getting invited to perform where? Oh, that's so dope. I can't wait. I should fly out with you." It's not giving none of that. And I love every single person that I live with, but I don't like what I'm seeing. I went and talked to the elders of the family. They don't like what they're seeing. And then the thought that because one person is successful, that somebody else must perish. I don't know what kind of stuff y'all into, but that's not how it works. Even that alone is like, why are you in my energy bubble if you minding your business, right? He was given the authority and people still don't want to respect it. So again, chosen ones, destiny swaps are definitely real. People attempt to see, like people see you in the spirit realm, they see your dreams. The magician card comes out again. They know your black girl magic, they know your abundance, they know what you're worth. And people see these things and they automatically want to take advantage of or be the one to help and be the one to get the receipt or the praise for it when it's like After the way that we just encountered our journey thus far, I don't think that we can start fresh again unless you really actually apologize. You know, Wheel of Fortune card and a transformation card. So they can't stop it even if they want to stop it. Like they'll be able to have control of the household or whatever while you're there. But once you leave and you shake all of that bad juju off and all the energy connections and you break all the roots and you cut the cords and you go connect based on your actual energy signature, it's really nothing they can do. It's like, and then because they did all that, instead of just, walking into your energy with grace and acknowledging who you really are on a spiritual level, how high ranking you really are on a spiritual level, where you really sit at spiritually, where the ancestor sees you at the table spiritually. If they would have just given you your credit and your dues when they had the chance to, they would be sitting at your table with you. They would actually have a signed reserved seat at the table if they would have just acknowledged who you were spiritually, crowned by the ancestors. Especially since this is something that a lot of us have had since birth. But being a chosen, you gotta go through the motions. That's how you become chosen, because once you finally get to your destiny, you gotta fight to keep your land, and you fight to keep your what you call it, your tower up in the land of the pineal. You gotta fight to keep your tower up. So once your tower has resurrected or erected, and you get up there and you finally understand your structure, it's your job to defend it. So you have to go through these trials and tribulations, because they're not going to just crown anybody the matriarch just because. I mean, they would, because giving you the tools would give you the advantage in battle no matter what, and the information and the knowledge. But big on the but, if they don't even tell you there's a competition that you're in for a position and you don't even know what's going on, how you actually gonna prepare for something? It's like somebody saying, "Yeah, basketball tryouts is right here, but we just playing." They like, you tell the boys go play basketball on a recess court, and they just playing basketball. They just playing how they play in the streets. Okay, so the basketball team for this year's team is going to be. It's like, hold on, we didn't even know that we were auditioning for this. What? And that's usually what goes on with a lot of the chosen star seeds. Like, people don't be telling you that you in line for a spiritual abundance gift or blessing or something. Like, you have to find out after somebody done stole your seat at the table, took your position. You got to fight them to get it back. Talk to the ancestors, consult with the ancestors, prove yourself spiritual. They're like, dang, you see, even after all of that, she still had a good heart posture. She still really actually loved y'all. She went, because there was moments where I thought everybody in my family was going to die. I'm like, dang. Everybody, I mean, I woke up one morning and the whole house just seemed dead. Like, it was so quiet. And me and my son were the only people. We got up and just fine, right? I went out to my car and all these feathers fell out of the tree around me. And I know what that means. So I'm like, okay, ancestor angels around me, keeping us protected. And I'm like, everybody car is here right now? What's going on? I don't know. But the night before, before that happened, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, what if something would happen to like them? I really care. I really couldn't imagine seeing myself waking up and walking into one of their bedrooms and seeing one of them dead in the bed over a spiritual position of power over top of their heads, or feeling like I'm the most powerful one in the room. I really couldn't see myself in that position. And I just kept thinking to myself, I hope that's not the case. And even last night, someone was like, your ex is in prison right now and they're reaching out to you and they want to know, is it over with? Are you going to leave them like everybody else? They'll leave you everything that they have in the will if they're really sick right now. And I'm like, he tried to call me one day and I left the phone in the house. And I felt bad because I didn't get the call. But I sat there in that car. I'm like, man, get out of my house. So I was like, damn, what if he does pass away? How would I explain it to my son? I have a heart regardless of how many times somebody stepped on my heart, right? So then they start talking about the Monster House reference. I'm like, if my mom's not doing well, because the water pressure in the bathroom started going down, the toilet started not flushing right, and I'm just sitting here like, that day my mom didn't get up, and I got in the shower, and I was like, "Oh my god, her energies," and I push it off, and then the water pressure almost went to nothing in the bathroom, and I was like, "Wait, I live in my mom's house, and I'm an energetic star seed. I give life to things. I give energy. I bring life to things." And I cut her off and the water stopped running. Like right now, I could hear the water running through the pipes, and I know there's not a faucet on right now. And I feel my flow state. I do feel a little tight in the throat, but I feel it, the flow state. And it's a lot of people don't think on that level globally. So I bit the bullet and I was like, I live here for now. And I sometimes wear that on my face. Like I can see when I'm supporting different people just by looking. This is my right side of my face. This is the masculine energy I'm supporting right now. How it looks a little taxing on the face. You see, my eyes don't even look the same on both sides. You are the product of the 5 closest people to you. And people get afraid to go to that next level because they fear what they don't know, or they fear what they do know, depending on how spiritually aware you are. What's that? So they may be destiny swapping, but if you have a heart, you know how I go. I just wanted to put that in there because I usually don't do heartfelt messages like that. It's usually always drama, drama, chaos, chaos. But the ancestors said that everybody just needed to come visit them and they'd be giving everybody their blessing. You see those white hands? Those are spirit, giving everybody, all 6 different individuals get a blessing. Every person gets something. That's how it goes. When someone passes away, you're supposed to go see them. And they say, based on what I've seen in the spirit realm by watching you and the journey you on, and the way that I can support you in the spirit realm is by giving you this. And I want your kids to have this because I see where they're going. You can't take everything and not give nothing to the babies. That's not how it goes. I know the world is hard, but that's why we're supposed to be learning how to create our own compounds, buy up some land so we could tuck ourselves away, learn how to make some passive income. That's what it's all about. It's not about I'm the most powerful queen bee in the house. It's not about I'm the most king dingaling in the house. Yes, there is. So Saturday morning cartoons are great. Yes. Yes, there is the trickle down economics effect, of course. If we want to look at this plug here, I don't feel like bringing it out, but it's right here. So with trickle down economics, right? This power surge protector is connected to a wall. So that's the main source. Like that's mommy and daddy plugged into the wall. So then they have all these outlets, and then all the children come through and plug into it when you live with them. So it's 3 different things plugged into this thing, right? Now, say you plug 2 other things in here, but it's too much voltage, and then it starts shorting out the plug right there. At that point, that's when you take something out of the surge protector, and it gets its own plug into source. I feel like I might be at that point where it's like my energy might be sorting out the circuit here. So I got to go plug in somewhere else. or I'm going to end up shorting out the circuits here, because I've seen where the power has gone out and stuff. I've seen where I walked into a room and all the lights was flickering and shutting off and stuff. So it's like, ascension, you can't stop it, you can't block it, you can't pause it, you can't expect it to be anything else but what it is, ascension. You know? But the ancestors told me to tell everybody to come see him so he could give them all their gifts. But they don't want to listen to me because they think it's him trying to harvest. And it's like, no, he's trying to give you something before he passes away so that he can pass away in peace. People think that the will is still physical, money. No, the will nowadays, the will is more spiritual. I have a gift to give you in a spirit realm that I want you to have and nobody else, because I know where you're going. I watched you in the dream world. I want you to have this. That's where the gifts come from. Everybody's so worried about money, money, money. We already spiritual. So they ready to cross over. They're like, so before I cross over, I already allotted this gift to this person and this gift to this person. Now, some people will get physical things like a house. I know my grandfather got a lot of stuff in his basement. He got an Atari, the original Atari, and the second version. I looked that up. It's about worth $15,000. That's the bald head Buddha with money right there. But people don't understand spirituality these days. They too focus on ego. He don't want to go until everybody heals their heart so he can give them their gift. But he can't give you a gift until you heal your heart enough to love something more than yourself. At the point where you would give your life to see somebody else live. That's when your heart is weighed on the scales of Ma'at. Libra scales, balance, justice. That's what this time period is all about before we go into infinity and beyond. That's why we're in the year of 8 to infinity and beyond. Who wants to be stuck here during plan 225 or whatever, 2025, whatever the heck they're trying to do? We got Caucasian males on the internet talking about some, yeah, the violence against Black people is going to be picking up very soon. Why would you say that? Then we also have videos of Black senators getting $5 million in reparations for their cities as well. So it's all about perspective and what you want to see. It's based on which reality you decide to be in based on your jump this year. Don't forget to jump before it's too late. Let go of the things around you so that you can get into the reality where somehow, some way, you just gonna randomly get a big old blessing of money for free because you was able to let go of the material control and really step into a spiritual knowing. That message was for somebody specific. As I say that, the abundance card, the 9 of Pentacles just came out. Your blessings and the way that you treat people comes back to you in reward. That's how this world works. You put in hard work physically, yeah, but you don't get the spiritual or physical manifestation of it unless you're really doing it spiritually. This is spiritual work right here. Spiritual work turns into physical work. Spiritual work turns into spiritual work turns into physical blessings. 3D can't be manifested until you completed it in the 5D. It comes down from the 12th ether to the 11th, to the 10th, to the 9th, to the 7th, to the 8th, to the 9th, to the 7th, to the 5th. You know what I'm saying? It comes down from the ethers. It happened already. We're here just regurgitating. That's why you look in the Bible and you say, this is exactly what's going on in my life. Everything's already happened. We're just souls reincarnating, redoing it in a different way. But the story's already here. So we got Cain and Abel, we got so many different stories in the Bible. Inner to outward, as above, so below. Exactly that too. But everything's already happened. We're just here physically manifesting it. So if you're not doing the spiritual work, showing that your heart is already weighted with the light, you're not gonna get no material blessing for that. You can step on next at first, and and when you still in that 3D consciousness before everybody else upgraded. But once everyone started upgrading spiritually, once we had 2020 COVID and everybody was sat in the house, and some people decided to get nano chipped, and other people said, I'm not getting nano chipped. People feel like they got superpowers because they got a nanobot in their body. Other people was just naturally gifted with no nanobots. Now, I'm not saying anything against anybody who did get the vaccination because I understand people had to work and people didn't know. But fear is a crazy thing because fear will mess up your whole entire future. Because my fear of hurting my brother brought me to this place here where now I'm doing even more shadow work. But I was living for free, chilling, just minding my business. I'm like, oh, in an apartment. There was a lady downstairs who was doing her spell work. But of course, I didn't know everything about spirituality back then. But when I was scrolling on Instagram, I see little, tidbits of stuff that I could learn to protect myself. But to truly step into my purpose and my gift, oh my gosh, the Empress card. To step into my Empress energy, I had to come here. To get my understanding of the owl, keep your head on a swivel, you know? you know? Like, okay, all right over there. Get the weight off your shoulders sometimes. But and seeing me able to have my smile by not carrying other people's burdens on my back. That's a beautiful thing. I didn't know how to push the burdens off my back without this knowledge here. And then additional to that, let's add on, I couldn't reach my Empress energy until I realized what all my ancestors gave me. I knew I had ancestors, but I didn't know what their gifts were. Like I'm like, well, she used to make dandelion wine. Well, she used to always smoke cigarettes and be nice and make sure I had McDonald's every day. She did work at the Mayflower hotel, and bought her own house. And so did the other lady who had dandelion. She bought her own house. And then so did the other lady. She bought her own house. She was just so nice to everybody. And then her sister, her baby sister, she was nice. She actually was I met her like literally right before she passed away. She literally brought me to like, I don't know, I've never met her before this day. It was just, I never had met her. But one day I went to my great grandma's house. I don't know why I was there, but I met her and she's like, yeah, my name's Nayo now, but it used to be Barbara. She's in the daggone National African American History Museum. And I'm like, what is she good for? She was poet. She's expressive, just being herself, being in her divine feminine energy and just showing out and just expressing her thorough self, dancing all the time, just black girl magic. So I had to understand what each ancestor came with based on that. I didn't know that's all I knew at that point, right? It wasn't until I got here that I had to say, oh, that ancestor was the Queen of Swords. Oh, that ancestor was the Queen of Cups. Oh, that ancestor was the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, that ancestor was the Queen of Wands. And having all four of them surrounding me makes me the Empress because I can embody all four of their energies because they gave me access to their energy and they protect me on a regular basis. Oh, now I get it. I didn't know what I needed to know until I knew what I needed to know. So we sometimes will question our journey and we'll sometimes question the people around us. I was thinking that my son was the best thing ever, which he is, because he's definitely a version of me that I had to heal. But sometimes I look at him like, dang, he mean. I was a mean child. But why was I mean? Then I had to look at what he's gone through. I went through that too. My daddy was in jail. My mama was trying to figure it out, also still looking for love. Oh, the healing shadow work that we like to forget to do. And then after we do it, forget to give grace to the people around us without trying to step on their neck. And I could flip it off. Stop playing. My son told me, I got the cracking on top of my head. And then your kid, see, that's why your kids are good because they be talking and they shit, and their shit be real. The kids don't even they be spiritually aware, and we be not giving them their grace and their credit for being as spiritually in tune as they really are because they're still close to the ancestors. They the old people that passed away and came back. They're so necessary, right? So again, I just want to go ahead and put that out there for y'all. Like the real spiritual work that needs to be done when you're really stepping in your purpose, like you're not, no one's going to stop me from getting on this internet every single day and telling my truth, telling my story, because somebody else is going through this and needs to know it. And somebody else is going through the same thing. We're all the same person, just either masculine or feminine, old, young, middle aged. Everybody's the same person. We're all going through the exact same thing, just at a different degree based on our financial abundance that we've accumulated in the 3D. But everybody's going through the exact same thing. So where's the grace for the people who are going through it who are younger than us? Where's the grace for the people who are going through it that are older than us? And why when we get older do we feel like I just don't give a fuck about nothing? Fuck you. I don't care. Fuck you. I want to live, this many more. It's like, what? And then we expect the next generation to rep us and be a good representation of our families, especially as Black people. We wonder why we're only 15% of the population, but 90% of the population in prison. We're only 15% of the national population, but we're 90% of the population in prison. The trauma that's been pumped into our neighborhoods. As I say this, I hear the police sirens. The traumas that have been pumped into our neighborhoods, pumped into our family bloodline. We too blind to see it. We can't even learn how to. Everybody, let's sit down at this table today. So how can we get the energy correct in this household so that we can all move forward effectively? Let's be solution based. I can't kill you, obviously. See me, I know I was chosen. This is how I know I was chosen. I used to be at my dad's house where I used to eat Ajax and Comet. The little powder version. I used to lick it my finger and put it on my fingers and lick that all the time. So it's like you can't poison me. You can't kill me. You can't suffocate me. I know how to hold my breath for almost 2 hours. I've mastered breath work. So it's like, so we're not gonna be in here killing each other because we all pretty gifted and we all have had to survive up into this point into our spiritual journey. So how are we all gonna spiritually be of benefit to each other since we all are related? I ain't gonna hold you. Sometimes I ate some food and I'm like, why does taste like this? What this got in it? Either I'm really like either my taste buds really off or somebody really trying to poison me because this that don't taste right. Mm-mm. Ate it and was still fine the next day. Why I feel like I need to throw up? Oh, forget about it. I'm gonna just go to sleep. I like legit my whole entire childhood. I literally like comment Ajax, put it on my fingers, lick. I put my tongue on the thing and then just would eat it all the time. And baking soda especially. Like oh my god, I used to be in the fridge. I used to lick my finger and dip it in there, and it just yoink, like oh my god. Like I was building my immune system up for this my whole life. That's not funny. It is funny though. So they call it pica anemia in some spaces and places. They also can sometimes call it I don't know, they call it a lot of different things. But the point that I'm making here today is everybody need to learn how to come together and make it work for everybody because sacrificing one person or we gotta make this person die. Everybody jump on this person and kill their spirit. Like, and where we think we about to go when we die? Energy cannot be created nor destroyed, only transferred. We're just gonna have to come back to another karmic life and live through hell on earth again instead of heaven on earth because we didn't learn how to live through our iniquities and make heaven come to earth. So when we do pass away, we're going to go through another karmic life, which is going to fucking suck. I know when I pass away, the next life I'm going to live in is not going to be that if I do reincarnate. This might be the last time. I ain't building, no, I don't want no bad karma. I'm just protecting myself so I can finish my job and get on up out of here. Cause I'd be like, look, my great grandmother, she said to her daughter, she, why am I still here? Did y'all just see that? Hey, bro, did y'all just see that? Hey, I'm telling you, man, them feathers be coming out of nowhere. Them angels be like, hey, huh. She said to her, she said, baby, why am I still here? I asked that question too. I said, why am I still here? Because you got to share this story with people so they can heal. Because people's really just be out here trying to kill, murder, destroy. Oh, we black. Or that nigga got the newest heli. I want his heli. I'm going to come through and I'm a murder gang. They got it in the music. I'm gonna bust a nigga in the head. Yeah, leave him dead. I don't give a fuck about the feds. Yeah, I know red rum. All I see, red rum, all around the tree. Ha ha ha. Fuck that treetop. Bop bop bop. That bitch wanna beat bop. Yeah, I'm in her drawers. Yeah, she on my balls. Yeah. Like, what in the world are we listening to? We don't listen to. I'm just saving my vibration. Yoga, meditation. I'm just raising my vibration. I've been waiting, elevating, cultivating. I've been waiting on my vibration, like, raising my vibrations. I've been raising my vibration, healing the hurt, leaving the dirt. Like, we become vampires for chaos instead of realizing we all can heal and go to the right place. People, well, it's only 144,000. I don't believe that. When we already know it's a frequency thing. Like, let me show you the kind of music. Look here.
Your dreams, whatever you chasing, you gotta be patient. No matter the test, whatever you facing, you gotta be patient. So many lessons to get to them blessings. You gotta be patient. Gotta be patient. Gotta be patient, homie. Follow your dreams, whatever you chasing, you gotta be patient. Wherever you go, in so many places, you gotta be patient. Don't be complacent. In your situation, you gotta be patient. Gotta be patient. Gotta be patient, baby. And every time that it seems like life is punishing you, understand that you're only being prepared for everything that you have coming to you. Your hopes and aspirations may not have manifested when you wanted them to, but the universe is working to make every one of them true. Trust and believe and you shall receive. This has been God's eternal promise since Adam and Eve. We all have dreams of extravagant things, but a tree must first grow before you gather its leaves. And winter must come to balance the spring.
Let it out. Breathe in and let it go. Breathe in, let it out. Breathe in and let.
City the King. It's Durga. Thank you for the blessings, thank you for the lessons, thank you for your love when I was up and ain't stressing. Thank you for the hustle, thank you for the struggle, thank you for the patience with dudes that say I love you. See, it's been a long time, I'm trying to manifest my destiny. Anger to the side, so my hitter to the left of me. Hold up. Bounce. Yo, hold up. I woke up, got out my bed, it was a sunny day. Brush my teeth, clean my skin, cause I love my face. Ain't got time for all that stressing. I'm receiving all my blessings. About to love and hug myself, cause I got time today. Whatever happened yesterday, guess what? Ain't worried about it. On my masterpiece today, you know I'm about it. I ain't stressing about no deals. I ain't got no time to shield. Put some problems in my face, I'm just gonna bounce about it. Like you mad at me, because I chose to love myself. Yes, I am proud of me. Not where I'm trying to go just yet, but I'm about to be. Now put your hands up in the sky and be thankful you still here and stop asking them why. Lord, I got it. You know I got it. Look, buddy, I got it. And ain't nobody on this earth gonna ever come and stop it. Cause I'm from the country south, got something to say. Spun a big boy with 3K, then let me bounce out my show.
soda pop. Bounce my shoulder, feel the vibe. I ain't stressing the day, yo. I ain't stressing the day, yo. You negative. So the music that we choose to consume is a choice. We be choosing to be in some bullshit. We be choosing to be around fuckery. We be choosing it. Choosing it. Oh, that's the music that's in the industry. This is all on Apple Music. Oh, that's what's on the radio. Stop listening to the radio. Put it on your phone and go to YouTube and make a playlist. You get to choose what vibration that you are in. But see, when you sitting here supporting all these other energies that don't have your best interest at heart, it starts to wear down on your face. Look at my face. Oh, hell no. Hell no. I look damn good for 30. What is this? Whose face is this? This not my face. Can I get Sierra's face, please? Look, shake it off all that evil out on my forehead, child. Out of here. Can I get Sierra's face, please? Can I get Sierra's throat chakra, please? Right? And then look, you see the change that quick? How you be housing other people's spirits and emotions and energy if you don't know no better? See, I was given the gift of incantation, so what I say is gonna happen. Play with it if you want to. Point is, stop housing other people's drama and trauma and stress. And stop consuming what you don't have to consume. The fertility card came. Your blessings are ever flowing and your water will flow like water. The Ace of Cups. When you just let the cup be, my cup is full, I shall let it runneth over. Yeah, unless you're trying to run me over. Like feeling all these different, like, the ancestors blocked it out, and I'm sitting here like, oh, I sat there and just started thinking about other people. Like, I wonder what would happen if this is really what it's supposed to be. What would happen to so and so? And out of nowhere, I looked from my aerial view of the household, and I looked in one person's room, and Lord, today it was like the darkness was right there. Like, I'm like, oh my God, that's what the fuck you going through? Oh my God. Oh, what did you do? What do you think about every single day? But they say that's the justice right there. The justice card came out. That's what you're going through over there in room number, not the master bedroom, but room over here to the left. Oh my God. Well, they just been picking on you. They just got you in the darkness. Do you care? Do you want to get out the darkness? Can you get out the? I know you can. Look, judgment card just popped up. Then I got the chameleon imposter card, 5 of Wands. They sit over here dressing up in your skin every day, wearing your gifts. Did you not know that you was gifted before them? Do you know how to clean out your pineal gland and be like, I don't even want to do this with y'all? Do you understand that you don't have to carry other people's burdens? When it's time for you to go to the next level, when you still have another chapter to your story, something that can be done for the bloodline, and you still have time, like if you're just doing the same undone things every single day, no offense to anyone who does it, and it's just literally like, your thing that you do for the family, but when it's like pivotal moves for the whole family, like we talking about like generational wealth, like we're not talking about wealth just for you by yourself, just your household. We talking about collective wealth for everybody. Like everybody can visit this place and get away from society. Everybody can visit this place and get to what we need to get to, and then get inspired to do it themselves within their own other hubbubs. Even buy more land right next to your land. Now y'all got yourselves a whole entire plantation or something going on for your family. I'm not trying to be funny, but if that ain't the goal, then why are we investing in you anymore? Why do you feel like you're entitled to everybody's investment or everybody's abundance? I mean, you only looking out for yourself. Because the ancestors that came to me in a dream, the ancestors that came to me when I walked in this house and they said, my spirit is trapped here. I need you to free me. The ancestors that said, this is not what I want to do. I need your help. Solve the mystery so I can be free. I'm now on my last ancestor. No. Yeah, I'm on the last ancestor now. I got through all 3 of the other ones. Now I'm on the last one to do the last part of the journey. And she was the one who owned or lived on land, and her family owned land. Funny enough, right? That's what I want to do. Have a farm and grow my own foods and stuff. So she said, I need you to solve the mystery. And I already solved it. I think I pretty much get it. So it's like when you solve the mystery, you get access to their Akash. That's the light side of being into this spiritual stuff. Yeah, the nice guys never win. Yeah, all right. Nice guys just don't win because they be nice enough to think about, oh, look what just came up. The death card. And look, didn't I say ancestral gifts being given down to generations after them? They jumping down from the ethers right now to give out gifts. And people can't even receive their blessings because they're too busy. Oh, look at it. Papa Legba popping up, coming to collect souls too. Because of all the spell work that was done against the family tree. And that's on the Wheel of Fortune. It's now about to be turning in the favor of all the light workers. Because that's the era that we're moving into. And that's on being a high priestess. And look, the Lover's card, you will get your true love. Especially since you deserve it. You deserve to be the one who has a healthy marriage, a healthy, loving relationship, to bring that into the family bloodline, because it's been out of the family loop for 3 generations. It's like, okay, well, we need to find marriage so that, the kids have something good to look at. All this single mother bullshit is not going to cut it. We need people to get married so that we could look like, so the kids after us, our generations that are going to be carrying our last name, they can look like something. They can have something good to look at. They can be healed. They can grow up in healed homes. This is not my words. I'm just channeling messages from the dead people in the family. Like, people be getting mad at me because I'm channeling what the dead people said. That's what they said. What the fuck they said? Let them tell it. One of them, she be like, I don't give a fuck. I said what the fuck I said. That's the one that I'm doing right now. That's the one. I said what the fuck I said. Excuse my language. Tired of this shit. Just coming through, swapping everybody's shit, not giving it to the people that need it and don't even use it, making us look bad. Like we just fucked up individuals in America. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Well, give a fuck what she think. Fuck her. Sorry. That's what they said. That's not what I said. Because for me, I'd be like, why would you say that? You shouldn't be saying stuff like that around people for them to hear. Like, even when I talk to like my clients when I'm doing hair, if I know someone's personal story and I say something that I'm really in flow, but I know it would spiritually hurt them or like affect them or like trigger them, I like, no offense before I say this, just fair warning, because this came to me, but I want you to just know so that they don't get triggered and feel like they need to throw some fireballs at me. Like I'm that kind of person. I be trying to clear the space and be like, I'm just gonna let you know I'm about to say something triggering. You sure you want to hear it? I'm that person. Right? But other people, nah. That ancestor, nah. She's like, I don't give a fuck. Stanky ass bitch. Stop it. Stop. Look, you see that angry lion sitting back there and how the fuck did they win? You walking from the battle and stabbed a little cheetah in the back. Cheetah, the fastest one. You still out here. We ain't got nothing but a daggone tarp around your waist and one little sword. You done put all them swords in that cheetah back that they put in your back, and somebody's going to jail or is already in jail. And that's on the ancestors, protection spirits. The person going to jail may be a king of swords. And it was the fool card, foolish of them to even try to plot against the chosen children. So again, this destiny swap stuff gotta stop, y'all. Give it up. Like some people are just meant to do stuff in the family, and that's okay. They tried to Ten of Swords, a chosen star seed, and that's crazy. Because you're the Queen of Pentacles, like reincarnated. My Queen of Pentacles granny, she already told me who she want me to marry. She's like, I want you to talk to him. I like him. I like him a lot. He helped bring out your forehead the natural way, your forehead. And you didn't get to see it until you met him. I like him. All these other people, they're not good enough. They don't bring out the you. I need you to be you, you know. If I'm not mistaken, she was the Eastern Star as well. And that's on the Sun card coming out. And with that new marriage will bring so much abundance and so much blessings. Or he's going to be a rich man with abundance and blessings. That's on the Knight of Pentacles. To bring you into your Empress energy. And that's your abundance right there. Because I'm tired of all these people treating you like this with this selfish ass, my money, foot stepping on their coins and stuff, all of that BS. We left you abundance. Why don't you have it? We're checking on you in the spirit realm and we looking at you like, why are you not in the house that we passed down for you? Why are you not in a house, period? We blessed you with abundance. What's going on? We passed money down the family tree. What's going on? Why is it not in your hands? The devil card, that's why. And the masculine energy helps shed light on this to the ancestors because he's the closest one to the ancestors right now. And he was able to take the message back to them. That's when Mary had a little lamb. I continue to keep reading through this deck of cards, but you know, it's the same thing that keep coming out over and over again. 4 of Cups. We got a boy with a cub and cups. This might be your kid, however that resonates for you. They want you to walk through the neighborhood as a notable, notarized person. They want you to walk around in your authority because your blessings are ever flowing. They know how your water run. Your water don't run dry like other people. You don't need to get nothing from nobody else. You good. You don't come to suck people dry. People come to suck you dry. And they can't. And that's why they mad because you're really a star. You're really a star. It's time for you to elevate and go to the next destination. This 4 of Swords card talks about leaving places that you're not wanted and going into the place where you need to be so that you can meet those official people to help you get into your position of power. This will be a tower for those people who are attempting to hold you back. However, they shouldn't have tried to 8 of Swords you. You will step into your celebrity position and they will be put under judgment during that time because you will probably get interviewed and have to tell your story. And, you know, it's going to be a real story. You're not going to cut corners or try to lie or try to like make up some kind of tall tale about trying to cover your tracks about things that you've done. You're going to tell the truth when you become a celebrity. Yes, you on the other side of the screen, you. So when you do that and you step into that power, that divine version of yourself, and you say, wow, I literally only felt like this because I was attached to these people. Yes. When you're not around